Dear colleagues, in this video you're going to learn about the hardware and operating procedure of the SAMOT unit intended to inactivate medical waste of classes B and C, which allows their further handling and storage together with Class A waste stream. The main components of the SAMOT unit are a process chamber where medical waste is shred and disinfected. The process chamber is equipped with an airtight lid. Fans that ensure ventilation and uniform distribution of heat in the process chamber. A two-stage air cleaning and odour removal unit. And a control unit. All components are mounted into an integrated mobile platform. The SAMOT unit does not require a connection to water supply and sewerage systems. The only thing you need to do is to plug the power cord into a 220-volt outlet. The fundamental principle of personal safety when using the SAMOT disinfection and shredder unit is strict compliance with applicable hygiene regulations in the area of medical waste handling and use of electrical devices. According to the requirements of hygiene regulations, all operations shall be performed only when wearing protective clothing and personal protection equipment. For example, a shop coat or overall, gloves, a mask or respirator, protective guards, special footwear, an apron and protective sleeves. Before you start, make sure that all assemblies are in good order and also that auxiliary materials, consumables, personal protection equipment, process-related and operating documents are available. Make sure that internal surfaces of the process chamber and orifices of the air distributor are clean, and also that the gasket of the loading door is not damaged. Make sure that the medical waste is properly labelled. The labelling shall contain information about the waste class and the name of the waste collector company. In order to be processed in the SAMOT unit, the medical waste shall be packed into thermostable materials. Mechatenica produces thermostable bags and containers that withstand heat treatment of up to 210 degrees centigrade. Thermostable bags are exceptionally durable and can be used at all stages of medical waste handling, including collection, disinfection and transportation. Medical waste is either collected into thermostable bags immediately in situ or, being otherwise packaged, is placed into the thermostable bags prior to processing in the SAMOT unit. To make the thermostable bag airtight, its opening is either tied into a knot or sealed with adhesive indicator tape. Thermostable containers can also be used to collect medical waste, particularly sharp instruments. For ease of use, they are fitted with needle removal slots of 2 different diameters. The slotted lid can be reused. Before processing in the SAMOT unit, the plastic containers with sharp instruments inside are placed into thermostable containers. To fix the lids of the thermostable containers, use adhesive indicator tape. Using thermostable bags and containers, not only at the disinfection stage, but also during waste collection, allows for considerable cost and time savings. In the course of processing, the waste may produce effluent, which is transformed into a gel inside the portable plastic module. 1 scoop of the mixture can absorb up to 700 millilitres of liquid. Therefore, when processing medical waste containing huge amounts of liquid, the portable plastic module is added into a thermostable bag. The gel-forming mixture is provided free of charge with all thermostable bags. Having been packaged, the waste is weighed and then placed into the process chamber. When loading the chamber, it's forbidden to place medical waste packaged into bags and containers that cannot endure heating up to 200 degrees, obstruct the holes of axial air distributor. Load the chamber over 80% of its capacity. Pour flammable and combustible liquids into the chamber. Compact, break down or cut the medical waste. Pour non-packaged waste from one container to another. After the chamber is loaded, close the door of the SAMUT unit. Lock the lid using the mechanical locking device and place the turn-on switch into the start position. This launches the processing cycle, which consists of several stages. Heating stage. When this stage is complete, the temperature at any spot inside the process chamber reaches 200 degrees. Holding stage, which lasts 30 minutes. During this stage, the required temperature is maintained inside the process chamber, and the display of the control unit shows the countdown timer. Fans ensure ventilation and uniform distribution of heat in the process chamber. Filtration and cooling stage, which lasts for 10 minutes. Here, the air inside the process chamber undergoes a two-stage treatment, where dust particles, aerosols, gaseous contaminants and odours are removed. During this stage, the display of the control unit reads fan. Following this stage, the process cycle is finished and the display shows the end message. Place the turn-on switch into the stop position and proceed to unload the chamber. After unloading, the inactivated waste is weighed and the chemical indicators are checked to see if they have changed their colour. Indicators shall change their colour as designated in their specification sheet. The chemical indicator is then glued into the waste treatment log. If the chemical indicator passes quality control, then the waste bags and containers are marked as disinfected. The label shall contain the date and second name of the person in charge of the waste processing. Then the bags are carted into the clean zone. To monitor the operation of the SAMUT unit, there are several control tools available: chemical, biological, and electronic indicators. It's advised to perform chemical control of each cycle by attaching the indicators, adhesive bands, into each bag and container. Chemical indicators provide an ability to verify if the temperature or holding time settings were observed. Biological control is intended to evaluate antimicrobial effectiveness of the disinfection process and employs biological indicators by MedTest. It's advised to perform biological control at least once a month, and also in the following cases: if the results of chemical control are unsatisfactory, after repairs, after the long-term downtime of the SAMUT unit. The SAIDI electronic indicators ensure stage-by-stage monitoring of temperature and holding time settings over the whole cycle, and automatic logging of process parameters. Electronic indicators can be used as monitoring tools and also to validate the process. This holistic control approach increases reliability of the waste inactivation process in the SAMUT unit. Until next time.